Hi everyone, Debbie here. Friday, the 22nd of January 2021. And the number 22 is quite significant because it's the most powerful number of the master numbers. So 11 is a master number, 22, and so is 33. 22 is the master number of the builder today. So you can build things and create those dreams and make them happen into reality, become a real thing. But first of all, we have to deal with our burdens. And here's like 10 burdens on this guy's shoulders. And you may be feeling like this yourself, that you've got to do the groceries and get all the weekly things together. But also you've got a project to finish at work. You've got to speak to your husband about your child because they've been a bit talking back to you. Then you've also got that electricity bill that's got to be dealt with. And the car's playing up, so I've got to book in for a service. All of these things are on your mind. That's when the card's up this way. When it's in reverse, it means that those burdens can fall away quite easily, that you have got the mindset to be able to organise. I'm delegating that to my husband. He can speak to the child. I'm booking the car in because I've nearly broken down once today, so I'm not going to have that happen again. Tomorrow it's getting fixed, or Monday. So you literally are taking charge of your burdens and knocking them off one by one or delegating them out. So they're falling away into the earth. They're getting dealt with and done. So you can then be free to see the road ahead of you. And look, you've got a wonderful little house on the hill here with all this lovely green trees that you might be liking to go for a little bit of a walk in nature. You might live on a farm. You might like to visit a farm. Something to do with nature is what you're wanting, to put your burdens down and forget your worries and your woes and head towards having a nice little outing somewhere. That could be tomorrow because it's the weekend. It's a creative pursuit because of the orange, and that's the sacral sexual chakra, and that's just above your pubic bone. This guy, because it's the original tarot instead of the radiant Rider-Waite, it's a little bit darker colours and different colours than the Radiant Rider-Waite deck. But in reading, the orange is still creativity, the red is being grounded and keeping your legs firmly on the ground, and he looks like he's got pretty sturdy legs. So your burdens can be quite large, but you, at this point in time, are either had enough, you're letting them go for the day, and you're going for a nice, or planning for a nice little breakaway to get back to nature, to forget about your worries and your woes. So those burdens will be there when you come back, don't worry. Second card is the Page of Cups, and it's the page is all about the person who's learning, he's researching, looking at different skills that he might need to add to his toolbox to be able to get ahead in the cups, which is love, joy, emotions, happiness, all those lovely, sweet memories that you can make. This is saying that you're a beginner at them. So today you might act a little bit immature, or you may be not seeing some deception that's going on because you're naive. So this, to me, the page is very naive. He's got a fish in the cup there. He's taken it out of the water in the background and he's just watching to see what will happen. Well, you and I know what will happen. It'll start flapping around and gasping for air, and this guy's then got to work out, maybe I should have put it back to where I got it from. So you may be needing to realise that you've got to put something back where you got it in the first place. It may be something that you need to return, a relationship, a job that you're not happy with, some study that you've been forcing yourself to get through that you're just not interested. There's something to me that's your emotional side is guiding you to say, maybe put it down and come back another day, another 5 years, 10 years time. Something that you're having to put down today, because we've got the rods here and the purpose in life. We've got your emotions here, and you're being a little bit immature and not seeing something for what it really is. Last card is a Major Arcana card, and that's death. Don't panic. It's not the death of a person. It's the death in a good way of an old phase of your life, an old part of your history, really. It'll be history. In a few years' time, when you look back, you'll be going, oh my God, it was so devastating that at that time of my life. But in 2 years' time, you'll be going, hey, that's happened, and I went on to do that in my job, and oh my gosh, my bond with my children is so much stronger now. There'll be so many pluses, and you would have moved on, and this shocking time that you think that it's like a death will be actually revered and thought of as a positive thing, believe me. Even though it's going to be flattening a few things that you're used to, a few ways of life, a few routines, something's going to change in your life, and it's not going to decide whether or not it's royalty or a religious person or a child or a mother. It's coming through like a train, and it's going to affect you in some way or other. It may be indirectly. You can see what I'm talking about and you go, oh, that's not going to affect me. That's my boss has been sacked. Some way or other, it's going to ripple down to you. So the death of something, the death of politics, the death of a way of life, which has literally been the COVID thing, isn't it? So we're signing in more and more, and we'll be doing that forevermore now. But don't think and be sad and throw the towel in, because there's light at the end of the tunnel. Here we have a little walkway, a pathway with beautiful golden sunlight poking up over the hill there, with lots of wonderful things and adventures and fortunate things that can happen in our future. Just at the moment, it feels like it's pretty tough going. So death is the number 13, of course. We have page, which is 1, that's 14, and then we have another 10. So 24, 2 and 4 adds up to 5, and in numerology, 5 is freedom. So from the death of something comes absolute freedom. You may not even have realised how restricted, how submissive, how downtrodden you may have been until you get away from this. And this death is a good thing, everyone. Have a lovely Friday and see you tomorrow. Bye.